Hi there. Welcome back to City Skylines. This is episode 51 of the beginner's tutorial, and I am going to show you a couple things. First off, you'll notice all the dead skulls that are directly in front of us over here and in these buildings, and down here in these buildings, and way over in there's those buildings, and around in these buildings. Looks terrible, right? Well, we did have a death count. It was worse. We had a death count in our last episode of 400 and what was it? It was 459. It is now 252, so it's going down. Putting in the extra cemeteries with their extra hearses is working. I could turn this on. And putting in the extra cemeteries with their extra hearses is working. So now, there goes a hearse right now, see? Now I wanted to show you something new. There is something called, well, I will just show you the, there we go. I'll just show you the lights that are different. On this street, you'll notice that we have 3 bulb lights. If you go down this street, okay, see all the nice pretty bulb lights on the sides of the streets? That's something new that you can get with a mod. And then down this one are some really nice little side lights. I'll show them to you I've got it on going into night shift so that I can show you what this looks like when you're on night shift. I'm going to put you on hold now until we hit night, and then bring it back in. Okay, hold on. Okay, night has fallen, just barely, and as you can see, we have beautiful lights on these streets now. These are some very pretty lights. Going in both directions. And the way we get these lights, there's one of them. I don't know how well you can see it. And then if you come over this way and go down this street, you've got these really pretty, I love these lights. They're my favorites. And they're very different from the regular lights that you get with the game, which are those 2 lights I showed you were from a mod, and I will show you tell you how to get that one. This is the lights we normally get. Now, if you like this kind of light, it's fine. Get outside of this house here. This is what we normally have in the city. These are the default lights that we get with the game. And I don't know, I don't care for them that much. They're higher, but they're just cold. They don't make a neighborhood. They're good for industry, but they don't make a neighborhood look very welcoming, you know? So why not have something like that instead? You know? These are so much prettier for a neighborhood, I think. Now, where you get those is you go to the workshop and you ask for Triple Lamp by GCVOS. And you have to, when you get that, in order for it to work right, you have to get Network Skins by Boformer, BOFORMER. Okay, and that's how you get those. So I just wanted to show that to you, show you the difference. I think I'm going to be putting these lights right here in most of my city, and so you'll probably see a lot of these in the city later, but I just wanted to show you the difference. This is regular. This is one of the 4 or 5 different kinds of lamps that you get with the triple lamp. I think it's called triple lamp. yeah, triple lamp thing. It gives you 2 or 3 lamps to use that are different street lamps. And I like having a choice, and I like making things look pretty, so, you know, it's always nice to have. I think that's the one that you need for it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back out of this. So I'm gonna put you on pause while I get our daylight back. I just wanted to show you that part of it. Okay, for those of you who are just popping into this one episode instead of following all the way along, in order to go from day-night cycle, which is what we were just in, to daytime all the time, so you can see what you're doing, you go down to the main menu, Content Manager, Mods, and then you go find, oh no, I'm sorry, that's not what you do. I was thinking of something else. You go to options, and you can do that in the game. You can actually do that in the game. And once you go into options, you go to gameplay under system settings over here, and then down at the bottom you see use day or night cycle, and you turn it off. You just click on it till there's no highlight behind it. And that's it. Then you go back into your game, like I'm doing right now. I'll see you when I get back into it. Just hold on, and I'll be right with you. Okay, recording again, and you can see what part of the map we're in here. Forestry, forestry, commercial, our residential area, farming. Line up your map this way and then slide down in here. I want to show you something. Down in here in the mega park that we made, if we get all the way down in here and tab down in, when we are walking around and we see people walking through and we're looking at our park, it is beautifully mown. Now, does your park look like this, or does it have a lot of really tall grass so you can't hardly see anybody in it? And does your little pink grandma just sort of almost disappear in the grass? And when this little girl right here kneels down to pick up like that, to pick up her box there and play around in it, does she sort of disappear and all you can see is her head until she stands back up? That's because you don't yet have the Remove Decorative Sprites by Hyperdrive Underline Engage. And it's right there in front of you, so, you know, right here. Go get that one from the workshop. And then another thing I wanted to show you is probably in your, wherever you have placed a bench or a table, and I'm not sure, but I think maybe even the water fountains and possibly the trees. Yours won't be all nice and green around them like this. They'll have dead dirt spots, right? Well, if you're having that problem, go to the workshop and get Remove. I should probably click on this. I don't know if the recorder will get it otherwise. And go to Remove Dirt, Trees and Props by Nighthawk GP and TPB. If you put in Remove Dirt, Trees and Props, you'll probably get it. Or even just Remove Dirt, you'll probably get it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that so you'd know how come mine looks cleaner than yours. It's because I have those 2 mods in there. That's all it is. That's how you get the gardeners who come out and take care of everything and make your park look pretty. It's not because you give it more budget money or anything. See these benches on yours? They probably look like they've got dirt around them. Or if you ever find that problem, that's why. Okay? There was one other part I wanted to show you, but I don't know if I can find a park that has it. I'm going to put you on hold for a minute and see if I can find a park in here that has the dirt paths. Hang on. Okie dokie. Okay, we are down here in this park that we just made, the Mega Park. Now if you turn around until you can see the big plateau out there, that's where we're going to go next to check out the other little change that one of those two mods that I just gave you will make. I'm tabbing back out, and then I'm going to go over here and, okay, that's where I want to go, right up there. To our big city, the very first city that we made in this game. You'll remember that one. And you'll probably remember a little while ago, I came down into this game, or down into this park. Remember, we did one of our very first persons in here. Remember this park? Down in the middle of town? Boy, it's noisy in here. I'm going to have to take my ambient sounds down. That's another one I want to show you. But first I want to show you this, so bear with me. I'll try and talk over the city noise. Your park in your city, if you put this one in, like I did, you probably have much bigger rocks. I mean rocks, like small boulders in here that people are walking over. The reason mine has been ground down to gravel, all this, so you can people actually can walk through it now, is because of the remove decorative sprites. One of the sprites, quote unquote, is tall grass. The other sprite, among many, is the big boulders that you find here. So just getting those two is going to make a big difference. Let's see if I can find the other one before I go and use it. It would be under A, ambient sounds. Okay, ambient sounds, right up here. Ambient sounds, this one, by Archomeda, Archomeda. That one, go get it, and it will allow you to, like right now, my sounds are so loud when I get down in the city like this that I can't hardly talk to you. I want to hear things, but I don't know that I want the music to be this loud. Okay, so tabbing back out, I'm going to go check a couple of things. One of them is going to be my options, because it might be just in here under options, system settings, audio, main volume. I'm going to bring it from my 39% down to 28%. Music volume I'm going to bring down to 22%, which might leave me with nothing, but my God, I have ambient volume at 42%. I'll bring it down to 30 and see if that makes a difference. And then we'll go back into the game. Okay, the sounds are a little bit less. It's still the same music, but it's not quite so loud. It's still loud. It's still, to me, too loud. So, back up to options, and again, audio, and I think the music volume could maybe come down to 12. We'll try that. There. Can hear it in the background just barely, but not so much that we can't talk over it or hear the city sounds over it. Okay, now let's go down into our park, and I can actually talk to you in here now. We can still hear some of the noises in the city. As we walk through a little bit, but not so much. There. Much better, yes? I think so, anyway. I wonder if I can actually walk into this Oriental Park. I've never tried it before. Let's give it a shot. This is one that you can actually get on game. It is a default one. It's also pretty expensive compared to the ones that I made myself. This one I think is 60 cents, $60 a week, which kind of adds up. But it is a nice one. And sometimes you see people in it. Like, how about this lady right here? Let's get out and go over to where she was, which was over here. She's right down here on this street, I think. Yeah, she's right there. I was hoping she was going to the Japanese garden. Okay, so we'll blue bubble her, which locks us into her. Her name is Katie Young, and she's going to this Japanese garden. And I don't know if we can go in there with her or if it bounces us back out as soon as she walks in. We're going to find out. She got inside, and there's a tourist in there too. Now the problem with being inside there with her is that if she doesn't turn, we don't turn. If she chooses to stand here and pick her teeth or scratch her behind or do whatever she's doing, that she's just standing there doing nothing and not really enjoying the view, we get to do the same thing, just stand there. So we're getting out of her. There goes the tourist. Okay, now with your, get out of that, with your, see if I can do this. Okay, see now, there she is. She's just playing in her purse is what she's doing. And she's still looking in the same direction. We don't even, you know, she's just going to sit there and talk to somebody on the phone. That would be very boring to watch. But we, as a fly-on-the-wall type of person, we can actually walk around on our own. We're not even a fly-on-the-wall. We are an actual fake sim. Sim ghost, maybe? We can actually walk around in here. This is one of your Tony 56 first persons that's what I'm using to use this. And you have that downloaded. You downloaded it a couple of episodes ago. I had you download it. Is this the one that's on fire? Who's on fire? Let's go see who's on fire. There they are. There are the firemen putting out a fire. Huge building. I'm going to put it on hold long enough to get inside and see what it looks like when it's in flames on the inside. Let's see what do we see it on? Oh, it's just in the front. It's not really bad by comparison to some fires. You know, it's just this little bit. Of course, they were putting it out too, and there they go. There go the fire trucks. They're leaving, and we're going back outside. Okay, well, I'm not giving you much instruction today, but I am showing you some of the things you can enjoy doing in your city if you followed along and made it just as I made it in all of these episodes. Okay, tabbing back out of first person. I'm going to put you on hold a minute while I decide what else to show you because I still have a few minutes left. Holding. Okay. Because we have a huge need for industrial, this is a good time for us to add some more in. We have forestry, regular industrial right there, and we have farming, and we can put a little bit in each one and bring that down. So we also have low demand for commercial and no demand presently for residential, but as soon as we fill this in, we will have. So let's go ahead and put some industrial in here. There we go. Okay, I don't want to put that much in here because I just want to do enough of the farming to add more farming produce. And then go on to, there we go, just a little bit more. Plus we also have some here, I think. I'm not sure, but I don't think there's anything in there. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. That's, well, supposedly that's fruit for all, fruit for all, fruit for all, Mary's livestock, animal. I guess they just haven't had time to put anything in it yet. Okay, and then over here we've got forestry, and we can go ahead and use the streets we already have and just add more forestry in. There we go. And just add it to the streets we've got. Have I got, oh, I don't think I took all of it. There we go. Did I get all of that? I guess not. Okay. And then down here, we can do these. That ought to take care of forestry. And we still can do a little bit more industrial right here. Now we need to check and make sure that everybody has water in those areas that we just opened up, and electricity, which here they don't. So let's go ahead and go over. We're in the industrial area, okay, and we're going to go ahead and put in some, I really wish you wouldn't do that when it gets a chance to, it makes it hard for me to see what I'm doing next. Okay. All right. I'm guessing at how far over I need to go, because you can't see the tiles. I don't know if I'm 4 tiles deep here or not. I'm just, you know, hoping I am. I'm guessing, okay, probably here. And I'll try and keep it about that length. I should probably try to keep an eye on where the road is while I'm doing this. I think there. Okay, so that gives electricity there. And then down here, where you see we put in all of this, but I don't know if we have electricity there. No, we don't. So let's just build it out right about here. There. And this one, I'm just putting my little underground power pieces in. That probably is too close and I won't be able to put a building there, but I'll have to move it over later. Maybe I'll move it over later, maybe I won't. Okay, and we have one here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You didn't go out as far, did you? Okay, well, then I have to go get you. Okay, and in order to actually move it, you have to go out of this electric down here. Click out of that if you want to move one of these, and then go up here to this side and click into this electric, which lets you see it and move it. You can't do it on the other one. Relocate. We're going to move it a little bit closer. Now, to see if you made the correct movement, back up, check it. If it's correct, you can come down here if you want to add another one and put yourself another one in there. I'm not going to bother with this because it's connected this way. Okay, now what we've just done is kept our landscape nice with no power lines, but all that has electricity in it. And down here it says low demand for industry or offices. So this may not all grow in immediately, Although I see a little bit growing here, I thought. Okay, I'm wrong. Nothing growing in there yet, but there will be. And down here, oh, I'm sorry, up here, we have industry growing in, all along here and along here. That's new industry. There we go. It's not a lot, but there's some there now. Okay, and of course you saw farming popping in really quick. So down here, this is already filled in, and it is asking for workers. Now, when you've just put it in, it's going to ask for workers because it's just put advertisements in the paper. They haven't got people yet. You don't need to panic about that. Just come down here and check and see if you need more residential. There is no demand for residential right now. Okay? That means that these guys are going to get workers. There are 12 jobs available. They already have 6 people. They're going to get more. Like this one, I think just got rid of his. Yeah. There's only 2 jobs available on this one. There's no jobs available here. It must be this. Yeah, 11 jobs available out of 16 in this one. We'll come back later. They'll all be filled. At least I hope so. Okay. Let me think a minute what we're going to do next. Putting you on hold. Okay, I just checked my what we got to do list. And over here in our commercial area where our stores are, most of them, there is an area that still has the above ground power units here. See them? Don't need those ugly things in there. So we're going to come out just far enough that we can see where they are. And then we're going to go to electric. Oops. And all the way to the end, which I already am, to this one, which is our underground power lines. And using our underground power lines, we're going to, while trying to stay clear of the road in case we want to put something in there, we're going to try and put I think this is a good place to put them because you never get a building in there anyway. So that's a good place to put them. I'm putting them in the corners here because when you put buildings in, that area doesn't normally get used anyway. So good place to stick these guys if you can't get it in the middle. There we go. Okay, so now the line that was serving the metro, if you can go down here and look, remember we had a metro down here that people are going to? Well, now that has electric to it, and we can get rid of all of these nasty lines. These guys can come out. That one got to make certain I don't hit the roads here when I'm doing this, because I don't want to take out the road and have to put it back in. There we go. I think we got them all. Okay. And down here, this one is already being powered from behind. That's the fire department and the police department, I think. I'm not sure. What do we got down here? Maybe if I get out of this, I could tell. I think that's the, well, if I know it's the fire department. Yeah, and the police department, which has 15 cells full out of 20 already. And the fire department doesn't have anybody doing anything yet, but they will. Now, commercial. We have a very low demand for commercial. So I would put some in, but we only have, well, we have 1 minute left. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put some commercial in, but I'm going to stick it in. First off, I'm going to put, we have 2 metros here. I wonder if they're both connected. There's one here and one here, and I think I might have put those in, yeah. Okay, so that's good that we have two of them. That means we can, this one's working, and we can go ahead and put some of our commercial on the inside. And people, and I think I'm going to make it large commercial. And if you don't want something and you get it in an area you didn't want, like right here, you can just do this with it. Hello. He won't come out the rest of the way. Okay. And these green lines on these are not bicycle paths, because the bicycle paths don't have trees on them. Something to be aware of. If you want to have bicycle paths in use, then you'll probably want to make yourself something for people to use there. And I think I'm going to put park around that. And I think what I'm going to use is, because it's so pretty, is something with the cherry trees on it. And probably a nice deep one, since I think I can get away with it here. Can I go this far? I can go that far. Can I go that far over here? Yay. Maybe I'll try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do they go together? Yes. Okay. And then over here, right off the metro, maybe I'll put this one in the middle. And then run a path. See, this line right here shows the metro because we've got the metro on. We need to turn the metro on and back off again. There we go. Okay, so now we need a path running through here. And we'll just, I guess I could make it curve a little. We'll work this one first. And then this one, oops, wait a minute, don't need that one to curve. There. And I think, I don't think I can get this particular large park in here, but I might be able to get a smaller one in. That's way too small. Is there one that's bigger? Doesn't look like it. Unless maybe this one? Yeah. I think that might be perfect. And then we can put another one over here. No, we can't. I have to go back this way. Now you can put any park you want to in yours. I don't know if I have done the pink parks for you yet. I haven't. Okay. Well then, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will upload these. We'll call them, I'll put them up on the workshop, and we will call them Cherry Willow Park Group. Cherry Willow Parks. And I'll just put a whole group of them up. Until then, put whatever you want to in there, and if you want to put these in, then sorry about that, I forgot I hadn't done them yet for you. If you want to put these in, then I'll go ahead and make them something on Workshop, just like the one up on the hill, for you to use. Well, that isn't going to work, is it? How about over here and then over? And then over here and over. Yeah. And then this one can come over here. Well, this one can't go anywhere, can it? It doesn't like anything I'm doing. Okay, we'll just leave that one alone for now. Okay, we're at the end of, the reason I'm getting frustrated is because we're at the end of our, we're into 34 minutes, and I didn't want to make this long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that park all the way around here, and when we come back in our next episode, don't forget to save your game, guys. I almost did. In our next episode, which I'm going to do now and upload as soon as this one's done uploading, so if you're looking at this one, you got to wait about a day and a half to see the next one. But we'll start here, and we'll go ahead and add more park in, and I will be telling you in that episode where to put these. I mean, where to find these on the workshop, because I haven't put them up there yet, but I will put them up so that you can use them. Okay? See you in episode, what is this one? Is this 51? What is this one? Yep, episode 51. We will see. I'll be back in episode 52 and we'll continue this. Bye.